Hello viewers, today I'm going to show you my win from last night at Monza in the Bugatti Veyron Group 4. It's a daily race C with 10 laps and no pit stops required. I've only tried to qualify once, so I didn't really have a lap time that great. It was only about 1:59 point something, 1:59.3 I think. So only gave it about 10 minutes, and that put me in the 6th place in a race with 16 drivers. So yep, 10 laps to go. It's about 20-minute race. Here we are starting in the 6th place, and I'll just gonna give you a cockpit view. You can also see the rear in the dashboard, so you can see who's chasing me. Hope you enjoy it. Working hard here in the first chicane, trying to gain a position, and also trying not to hit anybody too hard. Didn't have any online races in quite a while, so I'm not sure how the penalty system. I wasn't sure how the penalty system worked. Didn't want to take any chances and get about 3-second penalties for slightly touching somebody, so I'm just trying to stay clear from the other cars. You can see the Viper and the Mark there just fighting it out, and the Mark ending up in the dirt. Quite a few feisty battles throughout the race. Managed there to gain a position after the fight between the Viper and the Mercedes, and just trying to catch up with the pack of 4 there, and just in the toe of the Viper. Fight there for the first and the second position as well. The Viper just managed to pass Bugatti, and I managed to pass it as well. Capitalize on the combat there. Pretty sure I have the Bugatti here on my left, so I need to stick with the right lane. Hard chicane that. In the rear view there, the other Bugatti just in my toe there. I need to go defensive on the left here. I don't want to give him the opportunity to pass, and he just nudges me in the back, which causes me to hit the Viper. It wasn't intentional. I'm not sure what happened with that car, that it just flew off the track for some reason. Just going back here for a minute, you can see the Bugatti just braking and just nudging me under brake, just enough, for me not to be able to stop in time. So I'm sorry for the Viper, it was not intentional. I don't know what happened, how the car just flew from the track from that bump there. So it wasn't funny for the guy in the Viper, but it looked quite funny from where I was sitting. Again, it was unintentional. I just got nudged from the other Bugatti. I clipped the Viper after that. I had to serve my penalty. I got a 3-second penalty after that, so lost a place there to the Bugatti, lost a place there to the Mark, and another place to another Bugatti, so back in the 6th place where I started. Trying to manage the tires a little bit, and the car in front that has a penalty, just need to stay close to them, and hopefully I'll pass them both. managed to gain 2 positions there. Let's see if I'm also able to keep them. So up into 4th place. Going defensive. Lost the position there to the German guy. As I said before, I'm just giving enough space when anybody's trying to overtake. I prefer to let them pass rather than do any stupid mistakes and end up with a penalty or end up off track. I just think it's fair to let a faster guy pass. So now I see that the Viper is also making a few attempts. Just gonna stay in the toe of the Bugatti in front, and if possible make another attempt on the overtake. So I think I went a bit earlier than him on the throttle and should be able to close the gap and attempt an overtake on the next chicane. So I'm gonna move to the right here, go heavy on the brakes, downshift. So just about managed there to stay in front, and it wasn't the cleanest. It wasn't the cleanest at all, and I just got a hit in the back there from the Viper. Must be pissed off from when I sent him flying. That wasn't intentional, as I said, and I was hitting the back myself. That was the reason I hit him in the first place. Viper there on my right. He has a 3-second penalty, so all I need to do is just stay clear, and he's trying to do me again. He's gonna serve his 3-second penalty, so I'm gonna have enough time to stay clear of him. And there we have another Bugatti going off track, so should be now into 3rd place. Back into 3rd place, where I was before going down to 6th again. Let's see if I can catch up with the other 2 cars in front. Coming out from the Parabolica, I think the tires just felt quite good throughout the whole race. There was, I think, one guy who went in the pits and lost a few positions. Probably didn't know that you don't have to pit in this race, and there's no problem finishing 10 laps with hard tires. It does get a bit trickier, but not impossible. So we see now the car from the 2nd place. We can see it in front of us. We're gaining time. By now all we have to do is just clean race and clean driving. As long as I'll stay on the track, should be guaranteed a podium. If I'm lucky enough, maybe the guys in front are gonna have a fight or have a few mistakes and should get me even closer to them. ever slightly more. And here I think I was trying to forward down to the action, and I got a bit confused because I remember that I was in third place, and after skipping a bit through the video, I see the car in the first place, so I was the second place then. And I went back to see what happened with the car in front and how I just ended up from third to second without passing anybody. So I skipped back through the video and watched the whole thing, but didn't see anything in front. So what must have happened is that I think that a guy in the second place caught up with the guy in the first place and had a little fight there, and one of them ended up in the gravel and probably just quit the race, or I just passed him without realizing. I didn't really keep my eyes on the timing. I was just concentrating on the track, so I didn't really get to see what happened. So I think this was another attempt to see what happened with the car, but yeah, there we go. We can see the car in the second place. So I do apologize for the skipping back and forth there. It's just I wasn't exactly sure what happened, but we now see the car in the second place. So we're gonna pay a bit more attention. But as I said, I didn't keep my eyes on the timing on the upper left corner where you normally see the positions and live timing. I was just staying focused on the track and on the braking point, so I didn't really catch what happened there. Maybe you can see it in the replay here. If you're really curious what happened, of course I can make another video and then I can watch the race from the perspective of the cars in front, and we can follow them and see exactly what happened. Didn't bother with that, it was not really in my interest, but if anybody's curious and wants to know, then I can put a bit of effort and just upload another video from the car in the second place perspective. But anyway, here we go. This is half of the race done. Again, we see the car in the first place. So yeah, in this chicane here, they must have had a battle, as we just ended up in the second place, and there's no third car around us. Just see the car in the first place and me. Didn't see anybody in the gravel. If you guys saw anybody there, which I didn't, then you can let me know. But yeah, I gained a position there, I think what was after a fight, so I ended up from 6th down up to 2nd, with my eyes on the leader here, on the Italian guy in the Peugeot. So just gonna put a bit of pressure. Want to keep the podium place, but I also do want to push a bit for the victory, and I find that the best way to do it, just apply pressure on the driver leading. Make sure you don't make any mistakes, and he will probably make mistakes if you keep if you stay close to him. If you keep a small gap, he'll be forced to check his rear, check the timing, and he'll probably slip at one point and give in the place. You know, this happens quite a lot. So let's see if we're lucky there, or if the Italian guy is good enough to keep the lead and finish the race in the first place. But you already know from the title I'm gonna win it, so yeah. Anyways, let's see what happens. Really hard chicane here, coming from top speed. find that it's a very trustworthy car. The Bugatti, whenever you go up the curves, it's solid enough, it doesn't go flying like other more flimsy cars. So you can still make mistakes, but not as easy as some other ones, some other cars, especially from Group 3 or Group 2. So closing the gap on the Italian guy here. Braking late in the Parabolica. Try to come early on the throttle. Gaining a bit more time. Closing the gap even so more. And should be enough laps in the race to attempt an overtake if it keeps going this way. Oh, there we go. So as I said, just apply pressure, and that whoever is in front of you, chances are he will make a mistake if he's forced to, always check his rear and always keep his eyes on light timing and all. It's easy to make a mistake. So thankfully I get the first place. I'm leading the race. Few more laps in it, race to the finish for me. You can see in the rear view that there's nobody following me, nobody in sight, so I just need to keep it clean, drive steady, don't make any errors. By the looks of it, I don't even need to push, full power. Don't want to risk making any mistakes, so I'm gonna leave you to watch it. If you want to drop a comment and let me know what you think, that'd be great. I'm gonna stop the commentary here and just leave the rest of the few laps here with the beautiful sound of the W16 engine from the masterpiece of this Bugatti. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned if you want to see more.